come on. I'm talking about an Addams Family show. I can't not do the snap. So Wednesday is a new Addams Family spinoff show coming to Netflix, and as you can imagine by the title of the show, we follow Wednesday Addams, who in the show is portrayed by Jenna Ortega, who, after a devilish prank, she is sent by her parents to Nevermore Academy, where her parents, Morticia Addams and Gomez Addams, had met and fell in love. While she is there, she is not only embroiled in her own family mystery, but she is on a case to stop a mosh from causing carnage amongst other things going on. Alrighty guys, so let's get into Wednesday.
You're goddamn right.
Really quick, before we continue on, yes, I am trying something different with my background for my TV show reviews. I don't know if this is going to stick. I just want to try and experiment around, but if you guys dig it, I'll continue it on. But anyways, back to the show. For those of you who don't know me personally, I am a huge Addams Family fan. Now, growing up, I did occasionally tune into the Munsters, but I was huge, and I mean huge, into the Addams Family, and heck, I even loved the movies growing up. The first movie is a very good film, but the Addams Family Values is so darn great, and actually, as a matter of fact, I might review that for next year's Halloween Horror Reviews, so keep that in mind for almost a year from now. All of those actors did such great jobs portraying those characters. Raul Julia did an amazing job of portraying Gomez. Angelica Houston was amazing as Morticia. But ever since I saw the movies as a kid, Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams has been my main image of Wednesday Addams ever since I was a little kid. So as you all can imagine, when I saw that it was announced that a new Wednesday show was coming to Netflix and she was being portrayed by Jenna Ortega, I did have my reservations because of things I just mentioned. However, here's the thing, guys. I'm a big fan of Jenna Ortega as an actor. I mean, this year has been an incredible year for Jenna Ortega. Not just in Scream, who, oh my god, I loved Jenna Ortega in Scream. I thought she was absolutely amazing. I loved her in X, and even though she didn't have the most screen time to do with 666, I still enjoyed her for the very limited screen time that she had. My worries were kind of subsided when I saw the first imager of her as Wednesday. And the moment I saw that, I just went, oh my god, she looks absolutely amazing. Well, guys, after I have seen all 8 episodes of Wednesday, I am so happy to say that not only was Jenna Ortega so damn good in the show, to which I'll get into later, but Wednesday is such a good time. I enjoyed this show so much from start to finish. The performances here, for the most part, were all great, and I'm not going to be able to mention them all, even though I have them all up here on my computer, just in case if I did forget every single performance on the show. But to point out a couple of them before I go on to obviously the main standout, a couple that I'll mention are, I really enjoyed Gwendolyn Christie, who plays as the principal of this academy. I also really enjoyed Hunter Doohan. I am so sorry if I butcher your last name, as Tyler. Also, Percy Haynes White as Xavier. One particular person I have to talk about is Emma Myers, who plays as Enid Sinclair, who is Wednesday's roommate. I absolutely loved Emma Myers in this show, and the chemistry that she has with Wednesday, I absolutely loved. And as the episodes went along, I grew to love her character, and by the end of the show, not gonna lie to you guys, if there is a season 2, I hope she comes back, because Emma Myers was so darn good on this show. Another particular person I have to mention is Joyce Sunday as Bianca, who is one of the top students in this school, without giving too much away, because that's what you guys know. This is going to be a spoiler-free review of season 1. I'm going to try and be as vague as I possibly can with this review. The thing that she has with Wednesday, I thought, was one of the main highlights of the entire show, even when the show does kind of get weaker, to which I'll talk about later on. One particular person that I didn't even know was going to be on the show, and actually Kara Gardner had told me during the interview that I had with her last month that she was going to be in the show, to which I'm not going to spoil for you guys just in case, or then again, I have now watched the trailer, so I couldn't tell you if I knew she was going to be there show or not. I loved her screen time, and that's all I'm going to say about this particular person. 2 more people that I have to talk about are Catherine Zeta-Jones and Louis Guzman as Gomez and Morticia Addams. Now, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, when I saw those movies as a kid, Angelica Houston and Raul Julia as Gomez Morticia, I absolutely loved. However, when it came to Catherine Zeta-Jones and Louis Guzman, I absolutely loved him. And do not get me wrong, even though I thought that Angelica Houston embodied Morticia Addams, even though she doesn't have the most screen time in the show, that's the most I will say in terms of the amount I will talk about. Catherine Zeta-Jones was incredible in the show. I just wish she was in it more because I enjoyed her that much. And Louis Guzman, I thought was a great counterpart to Morticia Addams, and I've had a great chemistry with Catherine Zeta-Jones this time around. I love Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams so much. With that being said, though, guys, Jenna Ortega fills those shoes with such ease as Wednesday Addams. Jenna Ortega not only shines, but honest to God, guys, she stands right up there with Christina Ricci because Jenna Ortega is amazing as Wednesday Addams. The deadpan delivery of some of the jokes, to which, oh my God, Jenna Ortega's delivery and some of the most macabre humor and the black comedy in the show was just absolutely brilliant. Her character arc and her character growth in the show was absolutely great. Now, obviously, she's not going to have this whole deadpan macabre persona throughout the entire show, as she does go through some emotions, to which that's the most I can possibly say without giving away too much. If there is a season 2, I want Jenna Ortega back immediately because this show will definitely not be the same without her. I can say that without a doubt. The plot of Wednesday, I thought for the most part was very well done. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go into it too much, but this is what I can say about the plot of Wednesday. The plot of Wednesday is essentially a murder mystery combined with essentially a young adult TV show. I think when the show sticks in the pocket of a murder mystery thriller, that is when the show is at its highest, and that is when I was fully sucked in. But there's a specific part of the show into which Morticia and Gomez do come back in, and I absolutely loved this part of the show. Going back to the performances, I almost forgot to mention, I absolutely loved Thing in the show. Thing was a standout on the show. I love the relationship not only with him and Wednesday, but the chemistry and the relationship with him and Enid in the show. The young adult element, I think, is a mixed bag, to which I'll get into the majority of that later, but I do think that when it comes to the young adult element, there are some parts that are done very, and I mean very well. In particular, there's an aspect of this that involves the relationship that Wednesday not only has with her schoolmates and her peers, but also some aspects involving the teachers at Evermore Academy. And that's the most I can say without giving too much away. Especially in the murder mystery thriller aspect, there are some twists and turns that legitimately, guys, had my jaw dropped. Something else I gotta say is this: Tim Burton's style is all over the show. Now, this much I will say. Tim Burton directs 4 out of the 8 episodes. He unfortunately does not direct all the 8 episodes, but even with the episodes that Tim Burton doesn't direct, you can still feel his style and his footprint all over the entire show. Whether it's the color palettes, the macabre humor, the overall production design, the look of Wednesday, this show is a Tim Burton show. The episodes that aren't directed by Tim Burton are very, very good. In fact, there's an episode directed by James Marshall that I absolutely loved. In terms of my favorite episodes, I don't have a particular favorite episode of the show, but I will say there are parts of the episodes throughout the show that I absolutely loved. There's a particular Easter egg in the show that I had the biggest smile on my face. Something else I gotta talk about here, and it's something that I mentioned earlier, and that's the look of the show. This show looks absolutely gorgeous. From the color palette, the production design, this show oozes with such color and atmosphere. The town where Nevermore Academy is located looked like a really, really cool town. Honest to God, it looked like a town I would actually go and visit. No joke. Danny Elfman's score for the theme, I absolutely loved Danny Elfman's score for the theme. It was just... But Danny Elfman's theme for the show I thought was brilliant, and also that reminds me of something else I do have to mention. The opening credits intro for Wednesday. I absolutely love the opening credits. I wished it was in every single episode. Like, that's how much I loved them.
Oh, no.
Now, as much fun as I had with the show, do I have issues with Wednesday? Yes, I do. Going back onto the performances here. Now, I don't want to say too much in case if you guys don't know that this actor is in the show, but I will say this much. Uncle Fester does appear in the show. That's the most I will say. I love the actor who portrays Uncle Fester. I love the actor in general because I think this actor has done brilliant work. He didn't seem like a right fit for Uncle Fester. Then again, that could just be me. I think that this person in particular portraying Uncle Fester was kind of the weak link in terms of all the Addams family members. While I absolutely loved the murder mystery thriller element from beginning to end, the young adult elements, however, have a bit of a mixed bag to them. There are some young adult elements that I absolutely love from the show. However, there is a particular aspect of the young adult element that I personally could not stand. And I will not say what that is because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to be spoiled, and trust me, no spoilers, but I feel like it was just there to add more for the sake of having more story elements to the show. But there are other elements that I wasn't particularly fond of, and because of certain elements, I feel like that it stretches out episodes. Not a lot, but there are parts of the show where it's just going like, okay guys, just moving on, we get it. Just go on to another part. Just like cut to something else, please. The monster design itself, I mean, it wasn't a monster I was particularly scared by. When I saw this thing for the first time, I just went, is that supposed to be scary? Wednesday is about an 8-episode show, and you can binge the show in one day, but I'm not gonna let you guys want to say this. Due to certain elements of the show, which I do think drag out quite a few things in the episodes, there are times where I do feel like that Wednesday could have worked better as like maybe like an hour 45 to 2 hour movie. But I do think that they do make work what they can for a TV show. There is a particular character in the show that's portrayed by a person, and I love their presence in the show, and I love their performance on the show. I just personally wish they had more things to do on the show.
What's it gonna be, Doc?
So overall, I thought that Wednesday was a very entertaining show, and I had a really good time with Wednesday. Did I have some issues with Wednesday? Yes, but at the same time, by the end of the show, if you were to ask me if I wanted season 2, I would definitely say yes because I had that much fun with Wednesday. All in all, I'm going to give Wednesday a 3.5 out of 5. Wednesday comes to Netflix on Wednesdays, so if you guys love the Addams family, specifically the character of Wednesday, check out the show and enjoy. So comment down below and let me know, out of all the members of the Addams family, which one is your favorite? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat, so if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in the viewers' names are in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Wednesday. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see any of my previous 2 reviews, please click on the right there or right there. Now, of course, until my next review or video goes live, I will see you all next time.